Hey, this is Bobby Steggert. I play Pete Gurney in Lincoln Center's The Grand Manor, and next to me...
Hi, I'm Kate Burton, and I play Katharine Cornell in Pete Gurney, A.R. Gurney's The Grand Manor at Lincoln Center Theater.
Growing up with real people in the theater,
Mm-hmm.
what was the largest attraction to becoming an actress, and what was the largest deterrent?
Well, I have to say, I'll start with the attraction.
Okay.
I'll start with the deterrent. No, I'll start with the deterrent because actually for many years until I went to college, I did not want to be an actress, but because I was so, I would see my parents' friends who were actresses particularly, and I thought of them as very flamboyant women who were kind of real, had real flamboyant behavior in their real life. They were often drunk, and seemed to be sort of obsessed with, their fashions, and they seemed to not have a very serene life.
And you thought you don't want to become that?
I did. I thought, oh, who needs that? And I thought that just didn't occur to me because I knew that I wanted to go to college, and I went to, college and didn't major in theater even, and it wasn't until my senior year in college where I started to realize that acting, you could actually act and be an actress and also have a serene life. And that was just because I started to act a lot more in college, and I thought I really, really enjoyed doing this, and I knew it was something that I was becoming good at, and I loved acting so much, and I enjoyed the way it made me feel when it was a successful experience, which was a lot of the time, and I just thought about it much more methodically, and I realized, oh, there's a way to do this and also have a wonderful life.
And not be crazy.
And not be a crazy person.
And so the attraction?
And that was the attraction, is that there's Flaubert, the great French writer, has a great comment, it was a wonderful saying of his, which is that in order to be calm, I'm going to paraphrase, but in order to be calm and serene and bourgeois, actually, which is kind of another word, but in your life you need to be wild and mad and inventive in your work. And I thought that really applies to me.
Yeah.
Because I actually think it's the most extraordinary way to live, to get to act and play wonderful roles and interesting parts that are very different from you, and then to return to your real life, which is a different experience than when you act.
It's a balancing.
It's a balancing act, and sometimes it's like our stage manager tonight was saying, "Oh, you're the most incredible multitasker," and I laughed so hard because I thought, yeah, not always. There's moments of like, oh my God, it's all falling to pieces. But I do know that what I really love is like being like what I'm experiencing right now, living in New York in an apartment with my kids, but coming and getting to play Katharine Cornell 8 times a week. I'm tired, God knows, but it's a wonderfully fulfilling, truly fulfilling experience.
Okay. The other thing, as a young actor.
Yes.
As a young actor, oftentimes you're hired to do a job, and a director asks something of you, and you just kind of throw it out in rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found so inspiring in your process is how you had such a patient confidence with how you built your performance.
Huh.
Is that something that you had to learn as you became more experienced?
Yes, I think so. Yes, I think that it's something that I'm not cognizant of, but I do know that working particularly with a director that I've worked with before, and I've worked with Mark twice before, that I found we had kind of a shorthand that was very useful, and what I have found is that in the course of rehearsal we really used those 3 weeks, I thought, very efficiently. It was not a long time before we walked onto the stage, because we had a full week in the theater. And I think also the way that Boyd worked, that we all have kind of our own way of working that synced very well with each other.
Yeah.
And I think, and I'm not just saying this because you're sitting here, but the truth of it is with the way you work also was very wonderful for me, because you were my rock of Gibraltar, and continue to be so, and you have so many levels that you're playing at all time, whether you even realize it. To play with you, it's when I first came out of drama school, I did a play with George C. Scott, and I said to a friend of mine, gosh, all my scenes with him are so easy, and he said that's because he's a great actor, and I can honestly say the same for you, Bobby Steggert, because the truth of it is that you give me so much that you make it feel like breathing for me. And so, and I think that we're a good team in terms of that, and I think that that's one of the secrets of great theater, is that when you have four actors like the four of us who are so in the same play with each other and really working off each other, and it's a constant work in progress, that's what makes great theater. And I have to say, though, what I've learned in performance have been other things, and the nice thing about doing this for 9 weeks, which may not seem like a long time, but for me is actually sort of a long time. It feels a long time. Is that I'm discovering things as each week goes by, as each performance goes by. I feel like I'm learning something new each time we do it, which is always the case for me, but I'm really cognizant of it now.
Well, if you're watching this, you've either seen the play or you've missed the opportunity to see Ms. Burton play Katharine Cornell. But there will be many opportunities to see her in the future. I can't wait to see her.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks.